Khan A. Shalom. First, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shah, Bahashim Kwakadash, Yahweh who the word only calls God, Yahweh Shah who the word only calls Jesus. Want to give it up honor to the apostles of Great Millstone who has taught me this truth. Want to give a peace and blessings to the Akim across the four corners of the earth who teach this truth and risk their life to do so. It's going to be a quick video. Lord, the video is edifying. Lord willing, you Akim get something from this video. Quick video through the Spirit. Grab a couple precepts here in Hebrews 12. Whatever other precepts come to mind, I'll grab as well. I'll be bouncing back from the NLT. I might get it in the GNT as well. Let's see. Let me see. Man. Let me just go to here in the GNT. All right, here we go with the bullshit. Come on now. Don't do this. Hey, Salakia, bro. Let me try this one more time, man. You click on the Bible app, and they give you an advertisement. Boy, you white people something else. Boom. Let me see. Yeah, we could get it in the GNT as well. And I'll just read it here. KJV, NOT, and I'll get a little bit in the GNT. Right, we'll see what it says in the translations and go from there. But it's a video I wanted to touch on. I meant to make this video a couple days ago. I didn't. That's my fault, Salakia. I'll be better if the Lord wills it, man, and go from there. But without further ado, let's get into it. This Hebrews 12:1. It says, "Wherefore, seeing we also are compassed about with so great a cloud of witnesses, let us lay aside every weight in the sin which doth so easily beset us, and let us run with patience the race that is set before us." Okay, what race? Right, this truth. Okay, this truth, this knowledge, this understanding. As a matter of fact, let's get on. Matter of fact, we get in Hebrews 10:32. It says, "But call to remembrance the former days in which, after you were illuminated, ye endured a great fight of afflictions." Right. So when you become illuminated, that means you receive this truth. When you go on the blue letter to get that word for illuminated, right, it means to be enlightened, right, with this knowledge, with this truth. Okay. Once you do that, once you have that, then obviously you become illuminated in a place of darkness. This world is nothing but darkness, because the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. So this truth pull you out of that and give you light. Okay, and then the race starts, the battle starts, because what? Remember, you were in darkness, right? You was a nigga in the world, just like I was a nigga in the world. When you come into this truth, you got to get rid of those things. Right, scripture say when you go to Colossians, the 3rd chapter, put up the old man with his deeds, okay? And that's what we have to practice each and every day. Now, some days are easier than others, some days are harder than others, but guess what? That's just the condition of the battle. It's the race. It's like, if you hear this in the background, I'm drinking this tea, man. Fucking throat was hurting a little bit, man. I just think it's because where we at. We got the brother out here from Chicago, and his throat was acting up as well, man. So I know it's just something in the air out here, man. But let's get this in the NLT. It says, "Therefore, since we are surrounded by such a huge crowd of witnesses to the life of faith, let us strip off every weight that slows us down, especially the sin that so easily trips us up, and let us run with endurance the race the Most High has set before us." Right, the sin that weigh you down, brothers know. Right, scriptures say, "Know what is evil for thee." Let me get that. No, I believe it's this in the Apocrypha, it's in Sirach. Know what evil. Yep. No. the. Let me see. I know it's got to be in Sirach. Know ye not. Salakia, bear with me, bear with me. Yeah, it's good. Man, good to thee. What is that, man? That's in. Slakia, man. Let me grab this. What script says know what is evil for thee? There you go. Sirach 37 and 27. Yep. Slakia, yeah, I knew it was in Sirach. It says, we get to the point. Sirach 37 and 27. It says, my son, prove thy soul in thy life and see what is evil for it, and give not that unto it. Okay? Hey, so don't give what's evil to your soul. Okay? Anything that'll hinder your walk. Man, this world is evil enough. Okay? You know, you shouldn't add unto it. You know what I mean? It's already a fight against the flesh and the spirit. Right? Right? The spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. Instead of adding the things that weigh you down and the things that, you know, that you struggle with and paying attention to those things, pay attention to the things that pull you out the rut. Pay attention to, you know, righteous acts, things you do, you know, things you can do that's lawfully, like you know, they say, you know, to replace you got to replace bad habits with good habits, right? So gym, reading, right? All the things that build you up, right? And it's funny, all the things that build you up that these gurus in the world say, they all help with the spirit, right? They all help with the spirit, man. You know what I mean? And when you listen to certain dudes, you be like, man, this is, you know, they sound like what bros be on. You know what I mean? And that shows you that's what you're supposed to be on. And you're supposed to be tapped into wickedness and evil and having evil habits and shit like that. And if you do, you got to work on getting rid of them expeditiously. Okay? It says, we do this, I'm going to NLT, it says, we do this by keeping our eyes on Yahweh Shai, the champion who initiates and perfects our faith. Because of the joy awaiting him, he endured the cross, disregarding its shame. Now he is seated in the place of honor beside the Most High's throne. Hey, so we got to think upon that, you know, in times of you know, in times where it's hard. Right, you can have, you know, mental demons fucking with you, you know what I mean, physical, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You got to think about the Lord, man. And think about what he endured so that we can receive this knowledge, we can receive this truth. Okay? It says, for consider him that endured. Yeah, I'm going to go to KJV. It says, for consider him that endured such contradiction of sinners against himself, lest ye be wearied and faint in your minds. Let me get it in the NLT. It says, think of all the hostility he endured from sinful people, then you won't become weary and give up. Right? When you go back to, let's go back to Hebrews 10. Right? And let me get the last verse. It says, and Lord willing, this is us. Hebrews 10 and 38. Nope, I'll start at 35. It says, cast not away therefore your confidence, which have a great recompense of reward. The Lord said, what is not unrighteous to forget your labor of love. 36, for ye have need of patience, that after ye have done the will of the Most High, ye might receive the promise. See, you might receive the promise. For yet a little while, and he that shall come will come and will not tarry. Who's coming? The Lord. Okay, now the just shall live by faith, but if any man draw back, my soul shall have no pleasure in him. If you draw back into the world, you'll be worse off. Okay, there's nothing to draw back to. It says, but we are not of them who draw back unto perdition, but of them that believe in the saving of the soul. So we are not of them that draw back into wickedness, into sin, but to them that believe in the saving of the soul. Lord willing, I'll be one of those men that endure all the way to the end, man. Okay, so me and my household could receive salvation. This is the things, we need to be, we need to think about. These are the things you think about, when you have those days, when you have those stuck in a rut days. Like, damn, you got this going on, you got that going on, right? Right, so much shit, coming from left field and this and that with the woo. Hey, endure. Sometimes it's easier said than done, but you got to think about the bigger picture. Okay. Now I'm speaking to myself first and foremost. Let me get Hebrews 12 and 1 in the GNT. It says, as for us, we have this large crowd of witnesses around us. So then let us rid ourselves of everything that gets in the way and of the sin which holds onto us so tightly, and let us run with determination the race that lies before us. Let us keep our eyes fixed on Yahushua, on whom our faith depends from the beginning to end. Beautiful. He did not give up because of the cross. On the contrary, because of the joy that was waiting for him, he thought nothing of the disgrace of dying on the cross, and he is now seated on the right side of the Most High's throne. Right? Got rewarded. Right? He got rewarded. What would be our reward? The crowns from Yahushua with palms. Okay, you know what palms signify? Signifies victory. Okay? It says 3. It says, think of what he went through, how he put up with so much hatred from sinners. So do not let yourselves become discouraged and give up. For in your struggle against sin, you have not yet had to resist to the point of being killed. Have you forgotten the encouraging words which the Most High speak to you as his children? Hey, because it's coming to a time where we're all going to be tested. You know what I mean? The Lord willing, I could hold firm to this faith regardless in that time. Okay? Hey, this devil showing his horns every day. Okay? The only thing we got is Yahushua, man, and we got to cling on to that because that's the only thing we have. The Lord said, what? Hold what ye have until he comes. Let me grab that in the video. Revelations 2 and 25. It says, Revelation 2, verse 25, it says, but that which ye have already, hold fast till I come. So what we have already, we got to hold fast till the Lord come, man, and deliver. Okay? That's what it is, man. In hard times, right, when, things ain't, be having them days. You know what I'm saying? Just think about the bigger picture, right? Think about the brethren. Think about Yahushua first and foremost. You know what I mean? Lord willing, man, I get to keep pushing. Lord willing, you sincere, I can get to keep pushing. Lord willing, I'm delivered and saved. And me and my household, Lord willing, you brothers are saved, you and your households, man, and delivered. Because, we're going to need mercy in these times. We're going to need the Lord in these times. Okay? So with that, man, Lord willing, the video is edifying. Lord willing, I got something from this video. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh. Bahashim Yahushua, Bahashim Rakakadash. Let's keep pushing on to the next. Shalom.